like Turney, and I like anime.
I'm Ross Everett, and I prefer football.
Ew.
Don't you judge me, woman.
I'm ready. Welcome to Anime Club 2.0.
2.0.
Whichever. Did you have a stroke in the middle of that?
I think so. I thought I was going to hold the 0, but I realized that I'm just putting up 2. You know what? It's off to a good start, 2014.
Here we go! So this week we watched Attack on Titan, which everybody has been asking since we started Anime Club for us to do, and finally, now that we're on Crunchyroll, we can do it.
We got to do it!
We're doing it!
We watched the first 2 episodes.
Yes.
And just a quick recap, this takes place in a different universe where there are these titans and they are just giant kind of monster people. It's basically like a new evolution of a predator. So basically like humans are the top of the food chain, but no longer. Titans are here and they are here to eat you. And they built walls because, like, you know, why not build walls to keep out big giant monster things? And then they live within the city walls. And then there's, of course, like, it kind of reminded me a bit of Game of Thrones, like with the White Walkers and the wall.
I've been hearing that as the series goes on, it gets even more Games of Thrones-y, and there's lots of tears to be had. I'm very excited, but the walls are done in concentric circles. So like as you get further in, it's supposed to be more secure.
Yeah.
And the town that we focus on is actually in this like kind of bubble that protrudes from the wall, and it's supposed to attract the walkers so that they come and attack that part, and the people can evacuate into the city.
It's built. It's, you know, there's some thought behind the way it's built so that you can kind of retreat in and be safer and safer and safer.
Right. But we get like this friggin' mega titan who's just like your wall.
Done.
Fuck you.
Goodbye. And then also it's like, come on, my younglings. And
yeah,
then they're all just like, they look high.
Dude, they're the weirdest looking thing.
Basically, if you've ever seen the Bodies exhibit, that's what a titan
is.
It's
Ridiculous.
It's a
and
muscular
they all have weird,
structure.
creepy smiles.
It's the worst smile.
It was some Ichi the Killer shit for sure. Like, oh, they had like the teeth all the way.
Teeth
and
were
the
weird. Some of them had spiked teeth. Very, like, there was like almost no consistency. Except for they don't have skin. It's
crazy. It actually reminds me, there's a Japanese folktale of a lady who has a smile that goes all the way across her face, and she attacks small children by asking them if she's pretty, and then she eats them. That's like kind of their mouths go all the way across their face, and it made me think of
like Melina from Mortal Kombat.
Yes!
Yes. We focus on this character, Eren, and this girl,
Misaka.
Yeah! And I'm so bad with the names. And there's something about Misaka that you don't really know what's going on.
She's like a quiet badass.
Yeah.
But did you catch that he says, like, we think she may be a sister at the beginning, but then he says, why did you tell my parents?
Yep, picked up on that. So we don't know what there is, and she also really wants to protect him, which for some reason doesn't emasculate him beyond all belief, but he's like kind of okay with. You know, at the end of the second episode, he's like, I'm going to join, like, what do they call them, the corpse. And she was like, okay, I will do it too, to keep you from dying. And he's like, great, we're all together. And it's like, come on, man, like, stand up for yourself.
Watching the opening the first time, I was like, whatever, regular anime opening, but watching the opening on the second episode, I'm like, oh, there's Misaka, and there's Eren, and like all the kids are grown up in the opening of the anime.
Oh, I did not pick up on that. Way cooler. Well, my first impressions of this anime, or at least the first 2 episodes, way too long, like slow moving. I know that's probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but I wanted all that information in the first 15 minutes. Our editor Drew pointed out that us Americans have an addiction to the 3-act structure, and by God, he's right. Just because I wanted all that, the setup, put it in the first 15 minutes, inciting event, and then let's get going. I want to see some Titans getting killed. I really do.
I understand that. Like, it seemed a little, like, slow. I get what you're saying by that, but I thought it was great. It made me care about the characters so much. Like, those 2 episodes were plenty for me to be like, I really care about them, and now I'm ready to see their journey. And
you kill a mother, I'm on board, pretty much. It's the Disney formula. If you kill someone's parent, I'm just like, yep, I'm behind you. You're my good guy. But I don't know. I found Eren, like, before his mom died, to be just, like, a little bit pretentious. He kind of reminds me a bit of Edward from Full Metal Alchemist, but with any of like the redeeming qualities of being a badass. He's just like got this like anger in him.
Well, because he's young. He reminded actually me a lot of Hiro Yui from Gundam Wing, just because he has like, he looks very similar to him, and he also has that kind of like, I don't know, his eyes look the same when he yells, and I like him, and I think that, like, I get it. Like, he's driven to go outside and say, like, let's stop being in a cage. Like, let's go out and explore. And I think it really hits him when the cord goes out and they come back and they're all, like, half dead. The guy gives the woman an arm. Don't give a lady an arm.
Yeah, it's her son's arm. Maybe she can plant it and grow a new one.
No. one thing I do want to mention before we get to all the nitty-gritty of like types and all of that, the dream sequence with the dad, where the dad's trying to stab him with a syringe. I was like, man, weird dream, but then he has the key. Where did the key come from?
Around his neck.
It wasn't there before. He didn't have it. Dad said, I'm gonna show you when I get back.
And then Dad does it again, and then surprise, you knew that wasn't going to happen.
I know, but now he has the key. How did Dad magic into his dreams to get him the key?
I hope that comes back to play like way in the end. So, what kind of anime was this?
This is a shonen anime through and through. People are getting bloody and eaten and fighting and attacking and titans.
Are you going to continue watching it?
Yes.
I don't even need to ask.
Yes, I'm going to watch all of it. It's going to be
a
great.
billion times, yes. I want it to speed up. I'm gonna give it. I need it to speed up. But I heard from a little birdie named Meg Turney that they are making a live-action movie.
They are making a live-action movie. 2015 is the supposed
I can wait. I'm a patient man.
There's also the manga is still ongoing right now, so you could read it if you wanted to be ahead of the episodes. So it's pretty exciting. I'm actually gonna be breaking this down on my personal channel, so I'm excited.
Look at that. So if you guys want to keep watching, you can go on over to youtube.com/Meg Turney.
That's right, girls.
And be sure to head on over to crunchyroll.com/SFNerd, all lowercase, and check out the rest of Attack on Titan to watch with Meg. Or you could, it's an and or, you guys. We're getting slashes all over the place. Check out our next anime, which is going to be
Naruto!
Yeah, it is. Upload your videos to YouTube using the title #SFNaruto. Naruto?
Yes.
Naruto. It's written down there if I can't say it. And you guys could be at the end of the video just like these people.
Personally, I have an issue with the pacing. I tend to find the pacing's a little bit unbalanced. You'll get episodes where it's just non-stop action, and then you'll get episodes where there is zero action and it is just backstory, which is fair enough, but it would be better if it was like 50 action, 50 story.
I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Attack on Titan. It's not that Attack on Titan is a bad anime. Attack on Titan is a great anime, aside from its main characters being a little bit one-dimensional. Eren only gets mad, Mikasa is only a badass, and Armin is only a whiner, and with the occasional great idea that saves everyone's ass.
In my personal opinion, it just blows the cake. It's done so well, and it's so close to the manga. Like, there are minor differences, but it helps make the story better.
It's got great animation, great music. It just really hooks you into the show. If you're like, oh, this is a cool character. I really like this character. Dead. they don't even care.
If you like gory, epic scenes of fighting blood, you should watch this anime. But if you don't, and like something like Sailor Moon, you shouldn't, because it's just too gory.
This has to be one of the most striking art styles I've seen in a while. It's also well animated, with great camera angles and fluid fight scenes.
It definitely keeps you on your toes, whereas you think it's gonna go somewhere, and it goes somewhere way over there, somewhere else.
It's just so intense and over the top, and it continues that from the first 2 episodes all the way to the last episode. It's so brutal.
The first episode is so emotionally gripping. It's probably one of the best starts to an anime that I've seen. And as I got further into the anime, my soul got crushed repeatedly, more like Attack on My Sanity.
I hope this is someone's mom. I'm so scared. I don't think Titans are supposed to be scared of other Titans, but you're raining people on me. We got my vagina skittle, there you go.